Inside a certain laboratory, Takugawa is saying, "Everyone. Is the Miyamoto Musashi in there alive? Of course he's not. Then, is he dead?" That too would be incorrect. Time has stopped for him. What we have here is the complete body of Miyamoto Musashi. Would cremation and a nice tidy burial be venerating the dead to you? I will not allow that. The departed Musashi can always come back. And we will continue to keep his proper home. His flesh and blood. That is my troth to the traveler. That even if he can't pass through those gates again, his proper home will continue to exist here. Can you tell me that this is not rightful veneration? Baki. Could I have a moment? If the ogre, if Hanma Yujiro, were to clasp a piece of coal and apply astronomical pressure to it with his myth-level gripping strength, I imagine he could make it into a diamond. That's too mythical to be real. But it's true that, being who he is, maybe Hanma Yujiro really could. He's got that kind of aura about him. What is this? What does it look like? It's a stone, right? This is no myth. This is a diamond. Created by Sukune. Sukune? You don't mean Nomi no Sukune? Oh? You know of him? Of the origins of sumo. A bare-handed fighting contest. Japan's oldest official match. And he was the winner. Heh. That saves some explaining. Yes. That Nomi no Sukune. Old man. Is this about a clone? Takugawa stared at him, then replied. Once, this was coal. Once? Ordinary coal. The kind you'd find anywhere. Sukune, with his unparalleled monstrous strength, grabbed hold of it. And made it into a diamond? Yes. Yeah, no. Not possible. He clutched it with a hand big enough to hide a chunk of coal the size of an apple. And left on its dark surface unquestionable shimmers. It was only partial, but his unparalleled grip strength had transformed the stone into diamond. Partial? This is all diamond. These 200 grams were turned into 1,000 carats by the second Sukune. The second? About 2,000 years have passed since the birth of the first. In all, 272 generations of successors have been born in that time. Each and every Sukune gripped this goal. But it remained unchanged. This should go without saying, but the diamondification went no further. The sprout that emerged in antiquity, with time, grew into a young tree. It matured into a grand tree that pushed back its environs. And ultimately became a territory known as a sacred tree. As if matching its growth all those years. A certain young man is undergoing an astounding maturation. On the day of the ceremony, a 2-meter colossus bounded forth and stepped toward the altar. After clasping his hands in prayer for some time, his hand reached out towards the enshrined Gashintai. A monk named Koikasame then said, "Ha! It was quite a wonder. It was like this. The size of a great apple, perhaps." His hand hit it as if it were a sponge. Coal is fragile and breaks apart easily. Yet, around that chunk of coal, with his extremely tremendous grip strength, he clenched his fist. And clenched it. Again and again. Single-mindedly clenching down. Thus, at last, he had transformed coal into the hardest material on the earth. The second Nomi no Sukune has been born. Rikishi is written as powerful man. Wait, hold up. That's a big claim you're making about Sumotori. Hey. Just how strong do you think Rikishi are? Compared to the average person. Compared to a martial artist from another field. Just how strong are they? Haven't we already seen how strong they are? When they tried to. Yes. We saw several famous Rikishi go into the ring. Yeah. They've had awful results. But they aren't Rikishi. They are former Rikishi. The difference between them and active wrestlers is substantial. Sumo bouts are short. Maybe 10 seconds on average. It's rare to see a match go over a minute. Let's compare that to the 12 3-minute rounds In a pro boxing title match. 10 seconds. Kick rule matches go for 10 to 15 minutes. MMA matches are 15 to 25. 10 seconds. That shortness is a world apart. From what the sprints in track and field show us, a human running at full force can keep that speed for 10 to 20 seconds at most. The abilities wielded by Rikishi. That muscle mass. That body fat. That flexibility. Their heart and lung functions. All of these things are built for just those 10 or so seconds. The 10 seconds of the Rikishi. Okay. Let's say this. An MMA champion is up against a Rikishi. Barehanded. He's fighting a Rikishi who is ready to be punched. To be kicked. Could a Rikishi's 10 seconds be stopped by his well-trained low kick? Could a timely counter bring down that full-force Rikishi? With a speedy tackle, could he pull off a takedown against a sumo wrestler? It's a Shinto ritual. Why don't they have six-packs? Why don't they run long distance? Why do they eat so much? Why isn't there a starting signal? Why don't they use cutting-edge shoes? It's a mysterious round jungle. I will search over the flesh of the Rikishi, dig into the mystery of their body fat, and lay bare the mysterious strong man. The Rikishi. I'd like to cut open the dense contents of those 10 seconds. We now move on somewhere in Japan. It was long, long ago. Such a very old tale. In the land of Yamato, now Nara, lived Taima no Kahaya, a man wielding of great strength. What do you think of this chapter? Do you think sumo would present a challenge to Hanma Baki? Comment down your opinion below. Special thanks to Stranger Dragons Prevail, Francois, The Real Zurvan, a Patreon of the Uts, Jacket, Johnny Might, JJF, OK, Vega Punk, Isam Harris, Awesome Swayable, Trond Becker, Thomas West, Casey, Dead Fox 0606, John Vinovich, Ahmed Zoyer, Mystic Venus, David Fritz, Joshua Ash, Mars Kane, Brandon Zipperl, Claudio Aguilera, Francisco Carrillo, Lowell, Ethan, Haas, Carrot, Brennan, and Will74. We really appreciate your help. If you want to support my channel, please subscribe to my Patreon, LR Shion. I will put a link in the description below. Our next video will be about the undefeated Kahaya versus the God of Sumo, Nomi no Sukune. Stay tuned.